I feel like this could be a lot of fun. This is the lineup with Team Scheffler. It is Keegan Bradley, Sam Burns, and upcoming star Luke Clanton. And then with Team McElroy, he's got his best buddy in the world, Shane Lowry, with Ryder Cup captain Luke Donald and China's star Hao Tong Lee. So I'm very pleased now to be joined by Brad Faxon, who is going to be part of that coverage of the Golf Channel Games. Fax, really good to see you. I know you're going to be out on the course that evening with Rory and his team facing off against Scheffler. It's a unique event. We haven't really seen anything quite like this before. What do you make of it, and what are you most looking forward to?
No, I'm very excited about it, Anna. And, the Skills Challenge, there were a few years the Skills Challenge was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And to bring this back at night, like you said, I'll be following Rory's team with Shane, like you said, and Captain Luke and Hao Tong Lee, and a good friend of Rory's. But I'm most excited about seeing the one skill where they have to play the hole in the fastest amount of time with the lowest score, but all four players on the team are going to have to hit a shot. It'll be exciting to see that.
It will be, especially with the two Ryder Cup captains again going head to head. There are so many different dynamics to that event. It's going to be so much fun. But Fax, I just want to talk to you a little bit about this week. You are clearly not in Connecticut. You are on the ground out there at the Bahamas. It looks absolutely beautiful behind you. A fun week, pretty laid back. Just describe the event from your perspective.
Well, it's a small field, obviously, only 20 players here. Scottie Scheffler, the #1 player in the world, two-time defending champion, will be teeing off in the last group tomorrow with Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth had hand surgery in the off-season. He's been practicing hard the last few months to get ready for the season in 2026. So some players like Scottie and Jordan are here all business. Some players have brought the family here. It's just an unbelievably nice resort, like you said, to spend some time here. A lot of them brought their wives, their families, where it maybe is not as competitive, but I think that final group would be the most entertaining group to watch tomorrow.
It is an interesting field, and as you kind of alluded to it there are players there with kind of different motives as to what they're trying to gain out of this perhaps final start before we go into next season. It's an interesting course, can be pretty windy, which is when it gets a bit challenging. What stands out to you about this golf course?
Well, I'll tell you what, the biggest challenge here, Anna, is the winds can move in different directions. Today we've had a full 180-degree switch already, and they're expecting different wind tomorrow. The fairways are pretty wide out here, really, but if you miss the fairway, that's where the fun begins. You've got all this waste area, this native area, and then they've grown up some of these mounds with some native grasses, some of the coral that's in there. I think the hardest part and the most important part for these players is you got to hit your irons on the green, because if you miss these greens, they roll off. And we've seen players in the past here at Albany look a little bit foolish. The grass sometimes isn't in perfect condition. There's a little bit of grain here, so if you don't catch the chip correctly, it can end up right back at your feet. So if you're not hitting a lot of greens here, you're going to really struggle. So fairways, you got to hit off the tee and hit irons on the green. Yeah,
interesting. Paige has been talking a lot about that this week as well. Just finally, Fax, before we go, it was a big Tiger Tuesday yesterday. We heard from the tournament host inside the media centre. He talked a little bit about how he's been cleared to start chipping and putting, touched on his health issues, but of course he's also the chairman of the Future Competitions Committee, dived a lot into what could be a future scarce schedule. What was your takeaway, your main takeaway from what we heard from Tiger yesterday?
Well, I listened, Anna, to Tiger's press conference. Brian Rolap, the new commissioner of the PGA Tour, is here. They had some meetings with the players in the field, just talking about this future competitions that you said Tiger chairs. And we've heard him use this word scarcity. And I think Tiger would agree that if we can get the best players, the top players, 70 or 80 of these players to play every week, after the Super Bowl, condensing the schedule a little bit, that's going to give us the best chance to have the best viewership and ultimately the best sales for the PGA Tour. I think there's some unknowns on what's going to happen with the other players, the players that aren't in the top 100 that get exempt for the tour, and how does that work where there's going to be an avenue to get them full status on the big part of the PGA Tour. I think it's exciting because every time you saw a signature event this year, you saw the top names up at that leaderboard, and that's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, okay, well, Fax, have a fantastic week down there in the Bahamas. Looking forward to seeing you soon and hearing you on the call as well. So enjoy, and we'll catch up soon. Thank you.